Brisbane's Aboriginal elders are angry with the City Council for temporarily closing a community hall before next week's G20. Indigenous leaders called police this morning after council officers removed their possessions and locked the building, which they'd planned to use as a protest base.
G20 police liaison officers have been closely working with local Indigenous groups for more than a year ahead of the Leaders' Summit.
We're trying to facilitate how we can best achieve their marches and their ceremonies.
But just after their plans were approved by police, Indigenous leaders discovered Brisbane City Council had locked up the Jagera Community Hall for renovations and removed their possessions.
Someone with keys has come in and allowed the people into the offices and allowed them into taking all the stuff.
Only a matter of days before the city goes into lockdown for G20, and they seem to be trying to clean up the edges and go through their own bit of ethnic cleansing. Council
has denied the timing of the closure is related to the G20 and says construction was brought forward because of asbestos contamination.
That decision was made several weeks ago, and we've been working with all the community hall users since that time.
The council has not bothered to answer any of our calls. We've written a number of letters.
The council insists there's been extensive consultation.
Those contacts are nominated by the Brisbane Aboriginal Sovereign Embassy, Ian Kerr and Catherine Newman.
But both Mr Kerr and Ms Newnham have told the ABC they were never nominated to represent the group. Indigenous leaders attended a council meeting today in protest.
5 minutes, that's all about it. That is the process. That is the due process.
Late today, council passed a motion to grant the group a long-term lease for the property. But the hall will stay locked up until well after the G20 ends. Elise Worthington, ABC News, Brisbane.